Howdy y'all. It's day 23 on the Colorado Trail. I'm going to recap day 22. So got up, hiked about a little less than a mile to Highway 114, where the plan was to hitchhike to Gunnison. Well, after a couple hours, and noticing that most traffic seemed to be actually going to Saguache, or more traffic going to Saguache, which is to the west, to the east, which as opposed to Gunnison, which is to the west, I became an equal opportunity hitcher, and basically decided, well, I'll take whichever one. Saguache is a lot smaller town, but it supposedly had decent resupply and some places to stay. So I waited a little bit longer, and I was about to decide to move down the road a little bit where there was maybe a better area for pulling out, for cars to pull over for going to Saguache, when a van came by and stopped and wanted to take me to Saguache. A very nice lady turned out, and her dog, Cinnamon, turned out she was going to Saguache for the DMV, but this was going to heading back to Gunnison. So when we got to Saguache, she dropped me off. I kind of checked it out. We exchanged numbers so we could kind of sync up after she did her DMV stuff. And I pretty much decided, well, Saguache was doable, but I'd rather be in Gunnison. So I texted her that, said I'll start heading over to the DMV. She never responded, and basically she ghosted me. So she doesn't live in Gunnison, so maybe she felt like that was going to be a hassle. I gave him a ride to Saguache. That's what he wanted. I don't know. Or maybe something happened with the exchange of numbers and she wasn't getting my text. But regardless, I just texted her and said, hey, decided to stay here. Thanks for the ride and good luck with the DMV. So I had booked a hotel room. I had already checked to make sure there was one there. Did my resupply at the little grocery store there. And actually with the gas station, I was able to get pretty much everything I needed or wanted. So that was good. The motel was nice, super cheap. It was like $72 a night. Wi-Fi was okay. Was able to upload some videos. Ate at a couple of restaurants. The Oasis is a Mexican-American kind of place, family run, real nice people, pretty decent. Not a lot of vegetarian options, so I had a lot of refried beans. But it was good. They had really good salsa that they made. And then there's a pizza place, very tasty. That was in the cute little downtown area. They had a few shops, a couple of restaurants. Not much, but cute enough. So not a bad little town. Met a couple of folks at the motel. One guy was actually had a mining claim, like up in the mountains. And so he's been up there trying to find like gold and silver. He's found some, but obviously hasn't struck it rich. But he's been living there like a year. That's what the owner of the motel said. Met another guy from Missouri who's up with family to do elk bow hunting. And they were camping a little over 10,000 feet, and he got really bad altitude sickness. So he had to come down, stay in the motel. And he had like a really bad headache and was throwing up multiple times, and it sounded pretty awful. But I did ask him if he was going back up, and would that be today, tomorrow when I was talking to him. And he said, well, actually, he's got a family member coming in, and they were going to head up about 11. And so I said, well, I'll be hitching before that, but if you still see me, please consider giving me a ride. And he said, yeah, they would, but I got a hitch this morning earlier. So, but that's for day 23 recap. Oh, the lady that owns the place, by the way, it's the, oh dear, what is it? It's like the Big Valley Motel or something like that. No, but there's not many places to, if you get to Saguache, you won't have any trouble finding it. It's the only motel. But she was real nice, let me do laundry since they don't have a laundromat there. So that was cool. The motel in the room also had a lot of very helpful handwritten signs posted about the room, about all the things that, you know, you need to be aware of, like don't put anything on top of the Dish TV receiver. Don't put anything on top of the heater. It's just a heater and there's no AC available. Only use these few buttons on the remote control or else you might lock out this or knock out the system. The best were in the bathroom, where there was one that's like, if you want to take a shower, turn on the hot water in the sink first, because the water has to come all the way from the north end of the building, and that's how you get the hot water. And then of course the don't put anything in the toilet besides toilet paper because plumbers are expensive. And this one too, where, oh, and by the way, this is a water saving toilet, so don't use too much toilet paper and make sure you flush twice or else it'll clog. I guess they can handle that. But you do have to wonder if it's still water saving after you flush twice. And then the other thing is, like, don't put any food down the drain in the sink because it'll clog. No comment about the plumbers being expensive, but maybe that's something they can handle themselves. So lots of helpful tips, but super nice lady running the place, and definitely would recommend staying there if you're in Saguache, which, by the way, is spelled Saguache or Saguache with an E on the end, but you say it Saguache. So I think that's pretty much it from day 22, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.